First, phenomenal job. The Warriors do probably the best job in the league besides maybe Ben Simmons and Philly. Head manning the basketball. Point guard not being afraid to let go of the ball in transition, throw it up ahead. We call this head manning the ball. Steph's going to launch it ahead to Klay, all the way in the corner. That's a nice deep pass. And then from there, Draymond's going to set this really deep drag. So Hutchinson probably should switch this, but you know what? That's a heck of a move by Klay. Little step back behind the screen. Corner three. Simple, quick action, wide pin down. All right. Chicago's game plan looks like it was to topside Thompson, not let him come off this screen. You see Levine right here. We call this topsiding him. His job basically is do not let him come off the screen no matter what. The big really should be dropped down here to take away the back door, the lob. Levine's trying to topside, but you know what? Klay says, screw that. Doesn't matter what you're trying, I'm still going to come off it anyway. You see a little hand-to-hand combat right here. He's engaged with him. Levine's got a little contact on him. So Thompson's going to get a little contact back, a little push-off right there. If Levine's going to play physical, Klay's going to play physical back, and the refs are going to let him get away with it as they should. A little push-off, gets that separation. Screw that topside. I'm coming off this screen anyway. 3. Side out of bounds play for the Warriors. They call this WTF. It's the actual play call. Really, this was something popularized by Phil Jackson. Steve Kerr took it from him. You can read about it online, but the call for it usually is just a look of confusion visually, that Kerr will shrug or act like he doesn't know what to do or he's arguing about something, and Golden State runs this play that they call WTF. Great thing about Golden State, almost all their guys can play any spot between Curry, Durant, and Klay. So this time, Klay's going to set a back pick for the inbounder for Durant right here. Holiday's going to switch it and stay on the top side, at least for a second of Klay, but is not really locked in enough. Not enough urgency right here. Just kind of casual with it. Screen the screener action, so Klay sets that back pick for Durant, and then he's coming right off this Jones down screen. And you got Draymond handling right here, phenomenal passer, able to make almost any pass at any angle. Best passing big probably in the whole league. You look at this lefty pass, he's got pressure on him even, able to step around it. Great screen by Jones here to really hold it. I guess I don't need to say 3 anymore. Transition. Warriors, the wings are running wide. Any shot for him is a good shot. They also do a great job. You see another headman right here. Draymond does a great job usually in transition of getting early post position if he can, if he's the first big down. And they throw it into him. What do? They split. That's what Golden State is phenomenal at. All this movement right here. You see Curry and Durant coming together for this little split action. And Chicago, while this is all going on, I actually heard Jabari. You see Jabari right here. He's calling out, I got trailer. So people can criticize Jabari, and I'll criticize Jabari even later in this film. But here he's calling out, I got trailer. So he's thinking about, he's the big, he's guarding Looney. All right, Chicago, though, sees this kind of mismatch. Draymond's got a small guy on him in the post. So here we think we might have to come help on it. Jabari's instinct is to go down and help too. We got this split action going up top, which has these two guys worried about it. Oops, look who we forgot about. I mean, this is just the advantage of playing fast, throwing the ball in the post, having these great split actions at all times, having a phenomenal passer in Draymond. And then Jabari, to his credit, is going to get a good run off. Try to run him off the 3, fly him off the 3. Klay Thompson, though, shot fake, sidestep, 1 dribble, pull up, 3. Sorry, I said I was going to stop doing that. This one we probably got to take away. A little too easy from Levine here. Obviously, once he's got 4 threes or whatever it is already. A little hesitation, but hardly even anything. We just got some action on the weak side. This is one-on-one. Got to get up, make him put it on the floor a little more than this. But you know what? Hell of a shot. So they call this, I believe, dribble. So let's look at the action here. You see Steph looked like he had his hand out, like a little dribble action. So really what it's supposed to be, I think Jerebko took a while and forgot where he's supposed to be, but Jerebko is going to set kind of a decoy side pick and roll for Curry. And what's going on over here, they're going to make it look like, almost like it's a double staggered screen, but really, right here, we're having kind of a tight curl, back cut, get out of there by McKinney. And then Looney's setting this real pin down for Klay. So Klay started in the strong corner. He's basically back cutting out of there. We got this hard cut to make it a single wide pin down. This we can't have. Zach LaVine, come on, you can't shoot the gap on him now. He's got freaking 30 points in the first quarter. No, can't do this. Got to stay attached to his body. Got to stay attached to his outside hip and chase him. You cannot shoot the gap on almost any shooter in the league. Certainly not Klay Thompson when he's shooting like this. You see this pace again. Look at how the Warriors get it to Draymond in transition. He's pushing the tempo. And then just look at this movement here. So Draymond, when he's handling, they're pretty much in their delay set. So their delay set is him handling up top. And then on both sides, they got wide pin downs. They got back picks. They got split game. They got all this action going on. So we see Draymond handling. Already, we got a wide pin down right here for Klay. But you know what? Draymond sees Durant, so he's going to dribble at him. Get kind of a little side drag, pick and roll right here. So Chicago, Felicio's already thinking, okay, I probably got to switch this on to Durant. As Durant's handling. Okay, look how fast this is. Let's just break this down. We got so much going on. I mean, you can hardly even fault Chicago for some of these. And, you know, I'll call them out when I have to. But some of these, let's just give credit. This is, you know, probably the best offense of all time. And for good reason. It's not just about Klay's shooting. It's not just about Steph's shooting. It's not just about Draymond's ball handling, passing, all those things. It's all those things in conjunction, all the constant movement. They go hard every single play, nonstop. Every movement they have offensively is all out, flying around, setting good screens. They don't stop moving. They're in constant motion. So like I said, we see this wide pin. We see this dribble handoff up top right here. So Holiday chases over the screen. We've said if you're going to switch it, you probably got to go under. It's hard, a lot to think about, though. You're probably not going to want to go under Durant. Felicio, though, is going to step up. Draymond, one of the best in the league at knowing, you know, against aggressive pick and roll defense, or guy being up there, you want to roll. You want to short roll, stay in that pocket. So you see Klay on the weak side. Klay came off this wide pin down. He tight curls it. He's running hard all the way. Arch right here is chasing Klay. He's doing a good job. He's seeing the ball. And you know what? When Draymond comes like this, wide open off Durant's pick and roll, Arch has got to stop the ball right here. So he does his job, stop Draymond, take away the layup. And then Draymond, just an absurd passer. His ability to see things like that, and his instinct for the game. Knowing where the help's coming from. The only thing we could probably ask for from Chicago here is for him to see this, Blakely to see this and get to the corner, or maybe Holiday to see that and get to the corner. But again, let's just watch this again full speed one time without me talking, just so you can appreciate the pace of this. Most teams don't have the ball up the court with 14 on the shot clock. Klay again being unselfish, getting the ball to Draymond, their real point guard in transition. Draymond's handling, like I said, we're usually into splits or delay action, but here, great awareness by Bell just to see. LaVine is up ahead. He's got Klay behind, so he's going to just set this little pin. Draymond's kind of find him filling behind. So LaVine's really guarding him right now, but too far off. No big man to help on that screen. Holiday recognizes, gets a contest. Doesn't do enough. Talked about head manning the ball. You know, if we're going to complain about Chicago's defense on his makes, This defense is just as bad, in my opinion, if not one of the worst clips, and Klay missed it. So it goes to show you. Sometimes, all his shots are pretty much good shots. I mean, the Chicago fought a lot on some possessions. This one, though, they don't talk or communicate in transition. We got 4 guys all bunched up, nobody guarding the guy that's killing them. LaVine at least does hustle out there, and Draymond's probably got a layup. But, when you're feeling it like that, it's hard to pass up that shot. And again, Golden State, Draymond, Curry, Durant, always not afraid to throw the ball ahead whenever they see somebody's open. And that's always a shot they're going to live with. After a make again, look at the pace by Draymond. You see these running starts. I mean, if I was Chicago, I'd start by now at least getting some pressure up here, trying to slow him down a little bit. Draymond, we know, is their real ball handler for the most part. And, the fact that he's able to just get these running starts and catch the outlet already, almost at past the free throw line. And then look at this. This is, just beautiful basketball. First of all, I'm going to break it down slow, and then we'll let you watch it full speed. So LaVine sees he's got the mismatch in transition, bigger guy and Jabari on him, not known as much of a defender. Even said he didn't want to be a defender, really. So he's going to give him a nice little jab right, drive middle. Attacking Jabari's poor footwork here. Attacking that front foot. He's got him beat towards the middle. Kicks out. And then, like I said, we're in constant motion. Even after he passes the ball, he's getting back out. Golden State, phenomenal at doing this. Whenever anybody has the ball up top, they're always sending these little pinch screens to the corner. Curry and Klay are playing these games with each other. So Durant probably even could have made this pass to Klay for the 3, but, he sees Draymond wide open up top. Draymond, though, so unselfish, always knows what's open. Sees Klay running to the corner and Jabari having stopped on him. Even though Arch sees the screen and tries to switch it, Curry does a great job holding his screen and really setting it. Little guy, not afraid to make great contact screens. Phenomenal cross-court pass to the corner. Now let's just watch it full speed and watch the ball whip around again. How quick this is. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Oklahoma small, they call this. This is a double drag with Klay Thompson in it. So unlike a usual double drag where one of them is going to roll, one's going to pop. Instead, this play is really for Klay for the first screener. So in Chicago's mind, again, you see Curry coming off a double drag. Obviously, Carter is going to be thinking about his shot right here, since he's one of the best shooters in the game already, coming off this double. And then you're going to see Bell go and twist, set that pin down for Klay in that first screening spot. Another wide open 3, really. Good execution on Oklahoma small by Golden State. This they call 21 angle, a play they run after free throws a lot. 21 is their call for pistol, so it's going to look a little like a pistol action, but they're going to hit Durant right here. And then on the weak side, they got pretty much a stagger double down for Klay. Thing is, though, Golden State is phenomenal at playing games out of this, like the Wizards do a lot out of single special. Klay will frequently tight curl this screen and then let Steph come off. Klay can back cut it and then let Steph come off. Steph can just come off right away. There's so many options, and right here you're just going to see Klay obviously is feeling it, so he's going to decide to come off both screens himself. So Steph and Draymond both are going to try to get a little piece. And then again, look how they keep it moving. Never stagnant. Klay shot fake, gets a little penetration, kicks out to Draymond. Okay, he's not much of a shooter, but he's going to live with this. Well, first of all, you might want to start getting some ball pressure on him because he is the best passing big in the league. So the fact that you're playing 5 feet off him like this just allows him to pick you apart with these passes. And we talked about these little pinch screens that especially Curry and Klay love to do with each other. You see this almost automatic in their offense. Draymond's got the ball up top. Look at Steph. Okay, I'm going to pin down. Good pursuit right here by Payne to keep flying him off. And then an even better switch right here once he has him fly it off. You see Steph still setting this screen, so they're going to switch. Little hesitation dribble, step back, rare miss. This was the only video in here that's not a shot attempt. I just wanted to show it because I appreciated this. I don't know if this was an after timeout play or what, but we got kind of a baseline double here for Klay. Draymond trying to make that pass. Chicago covers it pretty well. They throw it into the post. Look at how much work Chicago's got to do with Klay right here. So post game, we said Golden State throws the ball in the post. What is that key? Split game. So if Klay is the one that's lower right here, especially with Draymond setting, Klay is usually going to flare this screen. When Steph's setting, they got more options out of it. Draymond's more of a screener. So he's going to flare for Klay, and then he's going to go back and get him again. And he's reading this. He's seeing how hard 22's Payne's working to guard him. But Klay's just playing. He just keeps trying to free himself. Even here now, with Jones dribbling uphill, Draymond's still trying to get a piece of him. Klay probably is coming right at him. Might even have the shot right here if Jones had just dribbled right at Klay. Instead, they kind of bump heads. But just look at, again, how much work this is. Trying to chase Klay. This whole possession. They set non-stop. Screens, movement. If you jump it, I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to keep working to get open. Even if we bump into each other, play breaks down. Well, we do still have Kevin Durant. Draymond handling. We said that keys delay game, basically, when he's up top. It's not always the same thing. They got so many different wrinkles out of it, like we said. Klay and Thompson are on the same side. So split game, pin down. This time, Steph sets this little pin for Klay. Yep. If you're Chicago, I mean, you got to switch that probably right there at that point. These actions are just so quick. Again, you see Chicago not putting any pressure on Draymond with the ball. I think that's really your first big mistake. Allows them to make these easy. These are practice passes for Draymond. This easy left-hand pass. Look at that footwork. Kids, you wanna shoot like Klay, you wanna shoot like JJ. Half of it's footwork. All right, look at that inside foot plant, left foot plant, right here, right foot plant. Watch it again, coming off the screen. You always plant your inside foot first, right here on the catch. Right, you always want to time it up. Coming off to the middle here, left, right, shot. Great elevation, perfect form, perfect follow through. Only shot of the game probably he'd want to have back if he could. You see Durant, another guy that can handle the ball in transition. So we see this delay game going on again. Durant can handle it up top too. Draymond's going to set a pin down. You see Klay just always moving, always working. And come off this pin. Probably hesitated a little bit there. Holiday was able to maybe get a hand on it. This they call loop post. You see Kerr right here giving this loop signal, loop visual. Loop, San Antonio tree, loops a zipper. You see Klay coming off this zipper screen right here. So he's the guy up at top. Loop post though. This is for the point guard to dribble down and hit the post. We said when Golden State throws it into the post, what does it become? Split game. So we talked about, we saw a clip earlier. Draymond was the guy right here in Thompson's spot. So when Draymond was in Thompson's spot, he set a flare for Thompson to come off, And then he said a rescreen. When it's Curry and Thompson, like we said, they got more options, right? So right here, Golden State's just kind of reading how they're playing it. As this guy drops, Curry gets a great piece of Levine. Comes to pin in on Thompson. Chicago late deciding if they want to switch or fight through this. Hard to fight through it if Curry gets a really good screen. Way too late of a reaction by Payne, but this is just all the options that Golden State can kill you with. Ball goes in the post, split game. We got small, unselfish, great contact, great job holding the screen, great footwork. Great after timeout play. Kerr drew up, try to get Klay a three right here. Ends up being a little through action. Back into a high pick and roll for Durant, but really what he was looking for out of the timeout is for this slip. You slip this high pick and roll, great way to get shooters shots, especially smalls. They have a tendency, you see Holiday coming out. Holiday's got to be in either a show or something to slow Durant down a little bit, maybe even a switch. So you see Durant, this left to right crossover, this whole play by design. Left to right crossover for Klay, slipping out of the screen, trying to get that three off. Holiday does a decent job getting the hand up, shot fake. One dribble pull up, step back to the right, a little short. People know that Steph can shoot the ball, but I don't think he gets enough credit for the passes like this. First of all, look at the pace. Left-handed pass across his body, right in Klay's shooting pocket in the corner. Chicago's not even really doing anything wrong here. Payne just probably a little more in than he's supposed to be in transition. But still is able to be right in Thompson's face. Just unselfish, great team basketball. Hell of a snap lefty pass by Curry. And look at the joy, the joy they play with, the joy he has for his teammate. You saw it all night when he broke the record. Look at Curry right here. Genuine love for each other. What's this play called, guys? We remember? All right, I'll help you. Oklahoma small. Double drag. Thompson's the first screener. Real plays for him. They were working so hard for this record. Trying to run everything for him. Getting a little greedy and gunning a little bit. Just see the confusion, though, executing this play well causes. Double drag. Carter thinks, okay, Curry's coming off this double drag. I got to be up. You see this Payne get hit. Carter's trying to be up. Great job by Jones here, finding who stays with who stays with Thompson. That's who I got a screen. Not a shot he misses often. Same. As soon as he started gunning and really just going for the record, those are the only shots he was missing. Once he wasn't playing in their real flow and started just trying to shoot to get that record and get out of there. Again, just look at this pass. Kids, don't try this at home, because I'm sure you probably can't actually make this pass. And Steph also probably doesn't need to throw the ball this way. He's just showing off a little right now. Probably leads Thompson a little too far by doing that. Still pretty cool, though. Shot fake, almost. Man, didn't think he would miss this one. Draymond handling, pointing. Golden State's bigs, look at the job they do by Jones and even Durant here. Screening. Such a lost art in the NBA. Golden State's bigs, in my opinion, as good of a job as anybody. Setting these screens, setting these down screens, getting good contact, perfectly legal, holding their form. Maybe a little legal by Durant at the end there, but still. Great stagger. Holding it. Great shot. Here it is. Like we said, Durant can handle two. Just look at the movement in transition. These guys, constant motion. Klay will start on this side. He's sprinting off. Steph, whenever he sees that, goes to set that pin down. Holiday's trying to chase. Tries to fly at him. Klay, though, sees that he's behind. He's got some space on him. Needs to create a little more room. Left-hand dribble. Create that separation. Incredible. Look at the joy.